Okay, see what's going on. Hello everyone, we're doing a video here, introduce you to the channel. Someone recommended, that I should make a video about, different computer things you can do. I thought I might as well try it out. Anyways, this is a website where you can chat with other people that in any language, multiple languages. Basically, it tells you which language they're chatting in, and you need a Google account in order to use it. Okay, let's see how this thing works. What I would like to discuss today is coding with JavaScript. Let's start with the famous AJAX, as they call it, which is xmlHttpRequest. This is what's referred to as vanilla JavaScript, but I just call it JavaScript. So the first thing you do here is you initialize the object. In this case, we're doing a post. And this is a CORS anywhere. CORS stands for cross origin something. Basically, you're not allowed to do cross origin requests, request websites which are not on your own domain. Let's say from JavaScript. So this prevents people from, using code to load, whatever, to get you to load Google or something, or MSN when you're on their web page, unless of course that web page allows cross origin requests. So this website right here is basically a website that allows cross origin requests, which in turn requests other websites via its own server-side code. It doesn't use JavaScript to request it. It may use JavaScript, but on the server side where you can request cross-origin, doesn't matter. It's only on the client side. Anyways, this request header, I don't even think this works because it refuses it. But we put one in there anyways, just in case. Right here, we're creating a new form. If you wanted to add stuff, for example, I think it's add. It could be push. You better look it up. But there's two variables here. One is the whatever the name of the form, and the second one is the value. Okay, and then you see here we're sending it. You can't send this request without it, but if you send it like that with nothing in here, the idea is we're trying to replicate a request where they're posting that information, which is an empty data set, an empty dictionary or object. That's the idea. That's why I've initialized it. Hopefully it's a blank or something. Okay, the interesting part here, this is the asynchronous code. In this part, this one, it says this means 200, which means it's a working response from the web page. This is not a working response, could be all kinds of stuff. I was getting a 429. That means too many requests. So be careful with your testing. There's other codes as well. You can look them up. Okay, and this part of the code here does not execute procedurally. Basically, it goes through all of this, it sends this, and then whenever the server wants to, because different servers respond in their own ways, however they're coded, it will execute this part. But this, if you write, for example, alert hello, basically it will send hello before this happens, because this is very fast. Or whatever server we're requesting here, up here, this part, this variable, for example, msn.com, it could take like half a millisecond to get a response back from this one really, because you're requesting CORS anywhere, which is then in turn requesting this one. And you can change this with just a regular. You can also do get, of course. That's what most web pages are doing. And yeah, that's all for this lesson. XML HTTP request using this API, which you can actually set up your own CORS anywhere. Because basically, this API is going to be every time you request ZU here, which is this website in this example, it's going to use the same IP address likely. So you shouldn't abuse servers. You should time them out and follow the rules of the website. Make sure you're not abusing its resources. But for whatever reason, if the website doesn't like it that you're using accessing their website through an API or a proxy, they can decide to ban your IP address, which is the IP address of the server. So anyways, this is a public API, so who knows how many people are using this? Who knows how many people are requesting this website? They could ban that API for some reason not even related to you and your use. So you can just make your own, and on your own server, you can do whatever you want there, whether, you can use proxies to do it. The whole purpose of this XML HTTP request is so you can access websites via JavaScript client-side code when somebody loads your web page. This server is going to get any data you want. You can send stuff, you can get stuff, etc. I actually I use this to communicate to my own server, but without an API. There are probably more shorter ways to do this. Asynchronous. That's the key word here. Async. There's all kinds of different libraries, etc. I prefer XML HTTP request because that's what I know, and it's pretty easy to do it. Okay, that's all for this lesson.